Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see everyone. I hope you're doing well this morning. My name is Mary Francis, and I am one of Fusion Wali's medical Qigong students. So welcome to Medical Qigong. If this is one of your first times hanging out with us, please don't feel like you have to learn all of these exercises today. We're reviewing 1 through 6 of the Golden 8. But these exercises are super easy, so please have fun following along. We're gonna open up for our warm-ups. Our feet are hip width, shoulder width apart. And all we wanna do is just settle into this space. Relaxing the bottoms of the feet, softening the knees. Relaxing the low back and the hips, maybe letting the tailbone drop a little bit, creating some space in the lumbar spine. Relaxing the shoulders. The tip of the tongue is touching the roof of the mouth. This can be anywhere that's comfortable for you, either behind the teeth or further back in the palate. And the very top of the head, it's reaching up into the sky, creating just a bit of space in the cervical spine. And while we breathe in and out through the nose, we're going to take our hands in very loose fists and then start swaying from side to side. We're letting the shoulders relax. We're letting the elbows relax. We're letting the wrists relax. We're going fairly gently, giving our backs a chance to warm up, loosen up. If any of these exercises bring you into pain, go ahead and modify them, please, because we want to allow the chi and the blood to flow freely. And typically, pain is a form of chi and blood stagnation. So the more relaxed you are, the better off we are. And gradually, that lead arm is going to start traveling up the torso towards the top of the shoulder. And gradually, we're going to start coming back down, traveling back down to the waist. Slowing down. Allowing yourself to come back to the center. Then we're going to widen our stance a bit, bringing the left foot out a bit, and start opening the channels in the lower half of the body by tapping the inner thigh and then up at the hip. Once again, we're keeping the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists, and the hands as relaxed as possible. Even though our hands are in fists, they're not having any tension. We just want to create that reverberation through the tissues. Continuing on, you can widen your stance further as we travel down the inner aspect of the legs towards just above the ankle or wherever it's comfortable for you. Before then coming to the lateral aspects of the legs. Coming back on up. Once you get to the hips and the glutes, go ahead and slide that left foot a little closer to the right, maintaining hip width, shoulder width distance so that your stance is still quite stable. And then continuing on up to just underneath the rib cage, waking up those kidneys, waking up the kidney energy. Before then placing the palms at the low back, circling down the sides and up the spine. Resting the palms at the low back, closing the eyes. And as we inhale, we're guiding the breath and the chi through the nose, down into the torso, meeting with the palms, meeting with the low back. And as we exhale, we're allowing the chi to flow to wherever it's needed within the body. Inhaling through the nose, guiding the breath and the chi to the kidneys. Exhaling, allowing the body and mind to rest and relax. Beginning to inhale and exhale at your own pace. Letting the breath gather at the low back before then allowing the chi to flow to wherever it's needed within the body. And allowing the mind to rest as it focuses on the breath and relaxes into this moment. When you're ready, gently opening the eyes, letting the arms come back down to the sides and closing by bringing that left foot back to the right. Working on our golden 8. The first exercise, reach for happiness. We're opening up. The feet are going to be parallel so that the channels are open evenly in the front and the back of the body. Working on the lung and large intestine, we're inhaling and exhaling. In and out. Inhaling, coming up onto the toes if you like. Exhaling, taking an extra inhale. And then exhaling as we come back to the earth. Inhaling. And exhaling. In and out. Inhaling. And exhaling. In and out. Excuse me. Sometimes we sneeze in Qigong. Inhaling and exhaling. In and out. Inhaling and exhaling. In and out. Go ahead and start working at your own pace, relaxing into the exercise, moving with your own breath. Coordinating the movement with the breath, so you may want to move a little more quickly, or maybe you want to slow it down a little bit. You never want to feel like you're running out of air, but you do want to be able to give yourself enough time to really experience the breath. About one more time. And getting ready to close. We're going to bring that left foot back to the right. Opening up for our second exercise, the archer for the heart and small intestines. A little wider than hip width, shoulder width apart is okay. The feet are still parallel. Softening the knees, relaxing the shoulders, tip of the tongue is touching the roof of the mouth. On an inhale, the arms come up, the left hand on the outside. On an exhale, you're pushing out to the left and back with the right. Inhaling, guiding yourself back to the center. Exhaling, pushing out to the right, pulling back with the left. Inhaling, back to center. Exhaling, gazing at the tip of the middle finger. Inhaling, gazing at the inner wrist. And then moving at your own pace, working with your own breath. Allowing the breath to draw forth the movement. Allowing the mind to relax into the exercise. The only tension in this exercise is the claw that pulls back. And about one more time on each side. And closing. Opening up. We're between heaven and earth. It's our spleen stomach exercise. The feet are at hip width, shoulder width level apart. Relaxing the feet, softening the knees just a little bit. Relaxing the shoulders, the low back. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling, allowing the left hand to continue up. Exhaling, bringing both hands back to the breastbone. Inhaling. And exhaling. In. And out. Inhaling. This time the right hand pushes up to the sky, the left hand to the earth. Exhaling. Bringing heaven and earth together. In. And out. Continuing on at your own pace. If your mind starts wandering away, simply bring it back to the exercise, bring it back to the breath. Give it permission to relax for just a little bit, letting everything else go except for the exercise and except for the breath. And about one more time on each side. Letting one movement flow into the next. And closing, left foot back to the right. Getting ready for our fourth exercise, our exercise for our Sanjiao, or triple burner. Opening up, hip width, shoulder width apart. Turn and look back, settling into the space. We're inhaling as the shoulders elevate, exhaling as the palms push flat against the earth. Inhaling, turning to the left, torso, head, and eyes. Exhaling as we release the eyes, head, and torso. Inhaling now to the right, torso, head, and eyes. Then releasing the eyes, head, and torso. Continuing on at your own pace, allowing the breath to turn the body. Allowing the breath to instigate the movement. And allowing the mind to stay within the body, within the breath, within this exercise. And about one more time on each side. And closing. Opening up a little wider than shoulder width, hip width apart for our liver gallbladder exercise, twist and release. Sinking into the stance. Breathing in and out through the nose. And then on an inhale, we're turning to the left, allowing the inhalation to move us forward, elevating the right shoulder, looking over that right shoulder, and then exhaling, sweeping back to the center. Inhaling, turning to the right, moving forward, elevating that left shoulder, looking over the left shoulder, down to the floor or the fourth toe. Exhaling, floating back to the center. Inhaling, and exhaling. In, and out. Working at your own pace, allowing the breath to generate the movement, and allowing the movement to harmonize with the breath. Maybe one more time each side. In closing, bringing that left foot back to the right. Our last exercise today, been for help with the kidney and urinary bladder system. Feet are parallel, hip width, shoulder width apart. We're inhaling as we gather the energy around the lower dantian. Exhaling fully into the low back. Inhaling as we glance up, opening the throat and the upper back. Exhaling as we fall forward as far as is comfortable for you without putting yourself in pain. Inhaling as we come back on up, once again, opening the throat, opening the chest. Exhaling as we release the arms. And then once again, bend forward, allowing the middle fingers to connect with the bottoms of the feet. Mentally most likely. Taking an extra breath here, inhaling and exhaling. And then inhaling as we roll back on up, stacking one vertebra on top of the next. We're inhaling. Exhaling to the kidneys. Inhaling. And exhaling, falling forward. Inhaling. Releasing. As we exhale, falling forward. Connecting the middle finger with the area beneath the foot between the second and third toe. Taking an extra inhale and exhale. And then inhaling back on up to standing. Working at your own pace with your own breath. Relaxing into the exercise. Enjoying each moment of the exercise. And about one more time. Getting ready to close. And closing left foot back to the right. With our feet together, we're going to rub our palms, transferring some of that chi to the palms. And then traditionally, men place their left hand first, right hand on top, women right, and then left. I'm not going to mirror you here. We're going to travel up the right of the body, down the left. As we start bringing some of that wonderful chi we've been cultivating to the lower dantian. Once you've done about 9 circles, we're now traveling in the opposite direction, up the left and down the right. We're starting to concentrate that energy into the lower dantian, the lower energy center. And once you've done 9 circles, resting the palms about 3-4 finger breaths beneath the belly button, allowing the eyes to close. As you inhale through the nose, guiding the breath and the chi to the lower dantian, allowing it to fill up with energy. And exhaling, allowing that energy to settle and store so that you may use it throughout the rest of your day. Inhaling, guiding the breath and the chi to the lower energy center, allowing it to fill up. Exhaling, allowing that energy to settle and store, while also letting the mind and body rest and relax. Thank you all very, very, very much for joining me this morning. And please stick around and ask Henry any questions that you might have.
Hi, good morning.
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming today. I'm going to talk quickly about music. Because, you know, it's nice to practice in silence, but I know that not everyone has a super quiet place. There might be a barking dog, or you might have kids. And anyway, regardless, the music can really help you get into the zone. Certain kinds of music. So probably not like death metal or anything like spoken word. So I was just going to show you some music that I like to use. And if you've been to my clinic, there's certain sounds that I like to have that are very neutral. It's anything too active and nothing too like boring, but somewhere in the middle where it just keeps you in the practice. And these are songs that you can get anywhere. And actually, I would recommend you can do like Pandora also if you don't have set albums. But let's see. So my go-to artist is a guy named Duder, and he has a lot of albums. So Duder is D-E-U-T-E-R. So you can find his stuff online anywhere. Amazon, Apple Music, things like that, or Pandora. You can even do like an automatic playlist to him if you want. But 3 particular albums that I really like. One is his Reiki Sound Healing album, which is this one that's playing right now. And then I also really like his album. It's called Buddha Nature. Oh yeah, Gary. Yeah, glad you like his stuff too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, very neutral stuff. Stuff that doesn't distract. And then last one here. Oops. This is the Nada Himalaya album. Just really like gongs and bells, but very neutral, nothing too active. It just helps you get into the zone. So it's just some recommendations for you guys. If you're practicing by yourself, or even like this morning, you know, you can turn it on a little bit. It just helps you get into the zone, get into the Qigong practice.